Easier with a few different identities to choose from. Need me to come up with some for you?
All I can think about is stealing.
Finding someone standing around.
Things have been looking really rough for Natlan lately. There are more and more commissions from the... Just waiting around won't do us any good. Let's go and see if there's anything we can do to help.
Oh, fine, man.
I see. Thank you so much. The Adventurers Guild has been overwhelmed these days.
Worries at all. We've always valued the strength of adventurers. Since we're facing the same enemies, I'll send you the intel we've collected on the Abyss so far. Then we can take a look at how to coordinate our efforts.
Weird how Abyss.
All right. Thank.
What the fuck?
Hi, Catherine. It's us. Got any new...
Ah, you two have come just in time. I've got some good news. Given how the Abyss has ramped up its activities lately, we can no longer afford to act. So the Pyro Archon suggested that the Scions of the Canopy and the Adventurers Guild focus on collecting and disseminating intel. That way, we can stay informed of everything that's happening across the land. Once we receive word of enemy activity, we can notify the nearest camp and the stationed forces can take immediate action. Yes, precisely. This should also allow us to focus on gathering information rather than running around and trying to tackle everything at once. So please also take a chance to relax, you two. You've been working hard these days, and this will be a good opportunity for some well-deserved rest.
So that's the plan. Whew, we can finally stop and take a break. Keeping Natlan safe and sound is our priority.
The movements of the Abyss are always unpredictable. Once the disaster is over, everyone will return to their normal lives.
Oh, right. Most people have no idea just how bad the situation has gotten in... Oh, hey, Kachina! Are you feeling better now?
There we go.
Wow! So we'll finally get to meet Shilonen, the legendary forger of ancient names! Paimon still can't believe anyone could forge those things. yourself, Kachina. After all, you're already a victor of the Night Warden Wars.
Gina, I think it was a huge mistake. So, she's not saying it. You want to voice Gina? Is that what?
You might want to get a guide if you're not familiar with the area. Exit process if you don't keep your voice down.
I got a new letter from an
The ability
informant.
to not get lost
Looks like
some
the
sort of
situation has
talent?
changed again.
You might want to get a guide if you're not familiar with the area.
The biggest one in history.
The ability to not get lost some sort of talent?
You might want to get a guide if you're not familiar with the area.
The biggest one interfere with the mixing process if you don't keep your voice down.
You might want to get a guide if you're not familiar with the
Ah, yes, so I've heard. So young, and yet you've already got quite the reputation. Wait, are you Outlanders?
Yep, we're travelers who just arrived in Natlan not too long ago.
No, I mean, I was aware that you're travelers. It's just no one told me that you're Outlanders. No, the only thing she said is that a new hero had pledged himself to the plan. But we'd need to forge an ancient name to ensure he'd be able to return safe and sound. And she did mention that it would be quite difficult to forge an ancient name for them, but at the time, I thought she was just commenting on my skill. But I seem to understand where the true difficulty lies now. No, I wouldn't go that far. I'm used to it, really. I just need a moment to... The Pyro Archon's requests are always... Anyway, I can't argue with her if she isn't here, and it'd be pointless, but... just because I understand her rationale doesn't make me any less upset. After all, she must have known that forging an ancient name for an Outlander is an impossible task.
It's impossible?
As you probably know, an ancient name is a symbol of a hero's sparing glory, which grows even richer and heavier as generations. We forge ancient names by engraving the heroic deeds of an individual who will become the first hero of that particular name. But they were all performed outside of Natlan, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
Then those deeds haven't been recorded by the Night Kingdom. To take it one step further, even if you had only memories and experiences that have been acknowledged, even the greatest of craftsmen cannot create something out of thin air, you know. That's just how it is.
Seems the Wayab don't want just anyone to get a name, huh?
Mawika, of all people, should know better than anyone, yet she's still entrusted the task of forging the ancient name to me.
Oh, Paimon gets it. Nobody's happy being asked to do the impossible.
Ugh, don't remind me. Let's just focus on how we can pull this off. How to achieve the impossible.
You mean you're already willing to accept the task?
Well, what else can I do? What's happened is already done, and it's not like I can outright defy the order of my arc. If she gave me this order, then she believes the ancient name is an indispensable part of her plan, and that I'll be able to find a way to... In other words, the order is an affirmation of my abilities.
Whoa, not only has she accepted the task, but now she's looking for silver linings?
The key is getting the Wayab to somehow acknowledge the traveler's existence and record his heroic deed.
We heard the voice of a Wayab when we were in the Night Kingdom before. We even had a whole conversation with her. If we can talk to her again, maybe we can figure something out together.
Well, every tribe has their own Wayab. How do we know if the one you met is indeed? Plus, considering the unprecedented nature of this situation, I have a feeling that the acknowledgement of one Wayab alone would probably not be enough. I don't know. That requires a level of knowledge that I do not possess. We need to find a consultant who's an expert on all things Night Kingdom and Wayab. The first person who comes to mind is Seatlali at the Masters of the Nightwind.
Oh, we've heard that name before. We used her spirit speaker stone to... A person who can make something like that must be pretty impressive.
Still, she's older now and quite eccentric. It's hard to even book a meeting with her, given that she's constantly holed up in her room and doesn't like to... I've heard that to get her help, you have to be extremely patient with her and know how to keep her spirit up.
I hate to break it to you, but...
Huh. Why is that? I mean...
Well, yeah, at the cost of her spirit speaker stone being split into two.
Great going, Mawika. We're already off to a rocky start here. In that case, I guess your only option is to try to emphasize that this is an important order from the Pyro Archon. Hope I'll also write you a letter on your behalf. If you can find someone to deliver it and mention some good things about you.
Paimon sure hopes a Hal won't interrupt.
All right, Kanich is a season. Please just give me a moment to write the letter, and we...
Sounds good. We'll take a stroll in the meantime.
We should go back to that for that. I like the costume better. How would it 8 out of 10? For me personally, something 10 out of 10 honestly. It's good. On there,
I'm sorry to put this on you, Kanich. It's just that you're probably the only person who knows how to deal with her.
even Kinish doesn't have voice.
Oh, wait, so Kachina and the Traveler also...
Right. She mentioned there are 6 heroes and that Shilonen is one of 4 that have already been acknowledged.
Oh, well, then I suppose there's no need to keep any secrets between us. Having companions walk by your side is perhaps the best solace when facing such a bleak reality.
Seat Lolly knows him too?
Given how the Masters of the Nightwind love to babble about dreams and revelation, I've never met Auroran, but if they consider him the odd one, he's got...
Huh. Makes sense.
Oh, so if I'm
Yeah! Plus, we kinda owe her one anyway to make up for breaking the spirit speaker's down.
this is a pretty well thought out plan. As expected of Molly Poke Nietzsche. Then, yeah, I'll leave my letter to you. Let's hope Seat Lolly can meet at the stadium in 2 days. Okay, then let's part ways for now. I'll see you in a couple of days.
He needs Dento. Otherwise, I wanted her. Why they didn't go out?
All right, let's finish this fast.
Take it easy.
Not getting the number.
Good roll. All right, maybe I'll take one more day off and knock out the rest of the work. I'm feeling.
Oh, it's time to meet up with Shilonen. Let's ask her how things have been going. Hey, Shilonen, how's everything going?
Oh, hi, Traveler and Paimon. I have bad news. Lolly did not reply to our request, although
Huh? You mean she didn't even bother to give Kanichi a response? Guess she really does have quite the ego then.
Yeah, well, she can be also quite eccentric, though she's one of the most gifted people around. Even the Masters of the Nightwind often struggle to work with her. My guess is that she probably has other reasons for not deigning us with a response. But let's go to the stadium and see if we can meet her there. If we do get a chance to talk to her in person, we can still try to work something out.
That's true. Let's go!
I got a new letter from an informant. Looks like the situation has changed again.
Paimon doesn't see anybody.
Well, we tried to be as considerate as we could, but she's under no obligation to help.
That might be true, but this is still a request from the Pyro Archon, right? Shouldn't...
A subject? Well, if you ask me, I'd say we're all more like friends with the Archon. Yes, Mawika is our leader, but that doesn't mean there's any kind of tall barrier between us and her. The only thing is that she often has very high...
Huh. So even though she's super powerful, it sounds like she's actually pretty down to earth and easy to get along with. Unlike that old hag Granny Eatstily, right? Does she think she can ignore us just because she's famous? You all talk about her like she's some kind of huge deal, but she didn't even bother to reply to our letter! Seriously, if she didn't want to come... If that's what aging does to you, Paimon never wants to get...
Oh, really? So, that's how you see me?
Huh? Who's there? Who's talking next to Paimon?
Oh, don't mind me. I'm just a disgruntled old hag, right? Come on, relax. I'm sure my bark's worse than my bite.
Huh? Lolly.
Wait, you're Lolly? You're Granny Eatstily?
Yes, Granny Eatstily. But emphasis on Eatstily, not Granny. You must know this trope from light novels, surely. They use it all the time. The young man who's actually the oldest person in the room. The girl next door who turns out to be a seasoned veteran. The wise sage who looks like a little kid. Oh, wipe that look off your face! You've seriously never seen an older lady that doesn't look her age? Okay, well, don't go thinking it's a trick either. See? I'm barely wearing any makeup.
Did I forget to mention, she's called Granny, but she's actually pretty young. It was an honest mistake. I guess we've just gotten used to it.
I'm sorry. So, how old are you actually?
What? How dare you? Don't you know it's rude to ask a lady her age?
Paimon really didn't mean to offend you, it's just that... Oh, Paimon just wanted to apologize, but now she's putting more and more of her foot in her mouth. Really, Paimon just got a little...
It was my idea to invite you here, Seat Lolly. So...
All right. I was only joking. I didn't mean to chastise anyone. There's really no need to take all this so seriously. If anything, I'm gonna feel awkward if we keep this going. I received Kenichi's letter and was planning to attend this meeting. Since I had already decided to come, I figured there was no need to draft a reply that simply said, "Understood." Besides, just showing up is the most important part. No? But, of course... It's also natural for people to get held up by one thing or another as they're trying to leave the house. It certainly was a bit awkward to see that everyone else had arrived before me. At first, I was thinking of quietly sneaking over, but since you were already here waiting for me, I started to think about how I should phrase my apology. Only to hear you all talking smack about me. Anyway, that's the whole story. Honestly, it's not like I owed you an explanation anyway.
What's with that expression? Was she feeling embarrassed just now?
When the Masters of the Night Wind said they struggled dealing with her, I wonder if the feeling is mutual. She seems to be pretty awkward herself. Everything she...
Anyway, Shilonen, I heard that you require my help in craft...
Correct. The situation is...
I see. So Mauika has asked you to forge an ancient name for an Outlander. Well, that would be a first. And you've also heard all about Auroron. I must say, he's always been a good kid. I can't see him joining the Fatui of his own volition. He must have been coerced somehow.
Yeah, that's what we came here to ask you. We'll help bring Auroron back if you help us solve the problems of forging the ancient name. What do you think?
Call you Traveler for now. Traveler, come here. Let me take a good look at you. Wealth leads to unending conflicts between people. Yet you alone transcend the value of gold. Baleful thunder and wrathful waves bring terror to mortal hearts. Yet again and again, a weary yet free soul, even the most verdant leaf in the forest. Those are all the things that I could see in you. You've experienced far more than even most mortals could dream of. You possess the heart of a sincere hero, along with the conviction to lift a torch above your head and walk headlong into the... Huh? Don't move. There's something here.
Huh? What thing? Don't scare Paimon. Is the Traveler gonna be okay?
Shoo! That should do it. You've just returned from the Night Kingdom, so some fragments of souls were still stuck to your body. No need to worry.
Isn't that kinda like having part of a ghost come back with you?
It's nothing as serious as that. If left unattended, the most it could do is stir up some chaos in your mind, and generally worsen your mood.
Well, in that case, better to get rid of them.
It was nothing. Shilonen, let's follow your proposal. Once you've brought Auroron back...
The Lord of the Night? But don't we need to talk to the Wyab of the tribes?
Something this important is beyond their jurisdiction. Only the Lord of the Night can decide whether we can grant an ancient name to one who does not hail from our land. The Lord of the Night is an ancient entity that rules over the entire Night Kingdom.
Oh, so you're basically saying it's even more powerful than the Wyab.
Not exactly. It's not so much that one's more powerful. Just listen carefully to what I'm about to tell you. The Lord of the Night is currently in a deep slumber, and we can only communicate with its consciousness while in a trance. In other words, in a dream. But I will need to prepare a few more things if we are to hold a ceremony to achieve the state of the trance.
I can go. It'll probably be a long list, so better leave it to someone who knows.
Sounds good. Then we'll go with St. Lolly to track down a...
Phew, the Fatui are nothing to scoff at, so please, be careful during your investigation. If you need any help, just come find me.
Yep, we'll be sure to play it safe.
All right, now it's time for us to catch that brat and bring him back. I'm sorry I made you wait earlier. It was actually because I decided to swing by Auroron's place to look for clues. He has always lived alone, and I found a broken jar in his house. There was also something off about his... And interestingly enough, I saw some slash marks in the house that did not match any of our local weapons. My guess...
Oh, sounds like the Fatui broke into his house and took him...
But why would they kidnap a kid who just spends his days living in the country and raising aphids? That's not to say that I believe he's totally innocent, of course. Since he's the only one who was kidnapped out of everyone in Natlan, he must have done something to attract their attention. In any case, we'll get to the bottom of this once we manage to get him back here. I'm truly sorry to put you two through all this trouble with me. But please help me get him back.
You can count on us!
All right, then let's start by heading to where Auroron was seen last.
burst forth. One with nature. The wind knows me.
This is the spot. An eyewitness claimed to have seen Auroron speaking to some... I don't know how much you're willing to believe me, but Auroron really is a good kid. I see no reason why he'd suddenly get involved with the Fatui. I'm convinced that what the witnesses saw was actually the Fatui coercing him. Or perhaps trying to extract however, I doubt anyone would believe me.
Didn't Kanich say that she's a big name in Natlan? Feels kinda weird to see her so frustrated and helpless like this.
Auroron? Well, he was left at the side of the road as an infant, and the people of the tribe took him in. You could say that everyone had a hand in raising him. He learned a lot from us, and once he reached adulthood, he built himself a house out in the countryside. He spends most of his days growing vegetables and raising aphids, living off of what he harvests from the garden. He's always been such a good kid. He would even get his friends to deliver whole bags of fresh produce to my place. Oh well, let's keep looking. He's been raising phlogiston aphids for a long time, and since they were disturbed, they secreted let's follow the phlogiston
Huh? What trail?
Oh, right. I forgot your eyes don't naturally... here, give me your hand. Huh? How about now?
What do you see? Whoa, Paimon can see it now too!
That's right. I used a spell to temporarily transfer a portion of my senses to you. For a
Wow, you can even share your senses with us? First time Paimon...
It requires a very rare spell that most people aren't adept at. But don't worry, it's a cinch for me. Between the two of you, it seems the Traveler's senses are a bit stronger than Paimon's. When I held your hand just now, I could sense that you've got a great affinity for phlogiston. Anyway, we'll need to use our vision now to track down Auroron. Good luck, you two.
Over here, this way! See, Lolly might say a lot of deep and confusing stuff, but this spell of hers is really something.
What was that?
Oh, Paimon was just complimenting you. Really.
One more day off, and knock out the rest of the work once I'm feeling up to it. Navigating the world is a whole lot easier with a few different identities to choose from. Need me to come up with some for you?
This one.
Take it easy. Good roll. All right, maybe I'll take one more day off and knock out the rest of the work.
Right now. Right here.
One with nature. Clouds.
Don't worry, I'm here. Right now. Right here. Right now.
Let's light it up!
Neutralize.
Time to go. Into the wind.
Emerge. Right here. Right now.
One with nature.
Would you mind coming with me to buy a copy of today's newspaper? Right here, right now. Emerge.
Right here. Emerge.
Into the wind. Fallen leaves, adorn my night.
Don't worry, I'm here.
Stand back!
Just like to behold. Right now. Emerge. Right here.
Into the wind. Time to go.
A little ambiance. Off we go. Right now. Right here.
Teamwork is dreamwork!
The wind knows me. Clouds high. The birds call. One with nature.
Emerge. Right here. Emerge.
That's gonna hurt so much for eternity. Couldn't break the curse.
Russian floral. Right now. Emerge. Right now.
Everybody stand back!
Fallen leaves, adorn my night. The wind knows me. So many regrets.
Let's light it up! I'm going in!
Right. Emerge. Right now. Nothing lasts forever. A little ambiance. Emerge.
Stand back!
Right now.
Hey, pick on some on your own side!
Right now. Reconstitute. Emerge. What a dreadful ending.
Off we go! Everybody stand back! I'm going in!
Busted. This'll brighten up the place.
Let's light it up! Everybody more dance track work! Gotcha! Let's light it up! Let's light it up! Benny's adventure team, assemble! Or not.
there's an idea. Oh, just a moment,
No one's
please.
joined me
I
on an
need to
adventure
jot
in
this down.
ages. Come on, let's go. Benny's adventure team, assemble! Game's up, Pun Silva. I'm going in! Take it easy.
Into the wind! The wind knows me.
This is the spot. An eyewitness claimed to have seen. I don't know how much you're willing to believe me, but Auroron really is a good kid. I see no reason why he's. I'm convinced that. However.
Didn't Kanich say that she's a big.
Auroron? He learned a lot from us. And once he reached adulthood, he built himself. Oh well. He's been raising Let's follow the phlogiston.
Huh? What trail?
Oh, right. I forgot. Here. Huh? How about now?
What do you see?
That's right. I used a spell to temporarily transfer a...
Wow, you can even share your...
It requires a very... When I held your hand... Anyway, we'll need to...
Over here, this way! See, Lolly might say a lot of deep and confusing stuff, but this spell of hers is really something.
What does she mean by deep and confusing? As far as elderly shamans go, I'd say that I'm already pretty easy to talk to. Is there any other old hag who's as fluent in the language of the youth as me? But is my way of speaking still not trendy enough? I've already tried my best to match their speech patterns. But... Or perhaps I'm still not fashionable enough? But that can't be, right?
Huh? Was that St. Lolly's voice?
Now that I think about it, it's a good thing I found some helpers this time. Oh? They appear to be feeling quite confident. Looks...
One with nature.
Dang.
There are... leaves around, and I know just the tune to accompany them, if you wish to hear it.
Hey, looks like there's a new camp over there. Yep. Judging by Paimon's experience as a guide, it definitely looks...
wait. Let me see.
Paimon sees a small shape here.
This is a distress signal for the Masters of the Night Wind. Only someone from our tribe would recognize it. So, Aurora, we've got to find him. Leaving such a subtle mark implies that he was trying to be discreet. In other words, he was probably under the if they notice us, we can just charge in and fight them to the death. But what if my darling grandson is also there? I can't have... no. I've got to be careful.
traces of people staying here too.
Wait a second. The phlogiston around here is jumbled up. I can also smell a mix of elements in the air.
Kanich told us that you were super amazing. No wonder you can sense so many more things than us.
It's about time that little brat said something nice about me. There are signs of a struggle here, judging from what's left on the scene. There must have been a fight. But after that, the faction...
Do you still remember the little mark we found before? Paimon's thinking, what if...
Given there are 2 signals leading from here, I'll take this direction, and leave the other one to you. Roran, what the heck were you doing? It's one thing to trouble me, but now I had to bring other people into this as well.
And off she goes! Traveler, did you hear all of that as well? Once Seat Lolly left, that voice went away as well. Paimon even tried calling her name, so you were thinking the same thing. Paimon also thought that if we could hear what she was thinking, then she could probably also hear what we were thinking in our heads. She did say that she was quite adept at this spell, and it doesn't sound like she's had any trouble with it in the past. Huh. If you think about it, she's really got a lively inner world. It paints quite a different picture from Paimon's first impression.
Just
Paimon sees some traces here. Let's follow them and see if we can find anything up ahead.
I think that was it.
Did you find something? Huh. So we can't tell where Auroron might have gone from here. That's weird. The phlogiston trail suddenly stopped, but he can't have just evaporated into thin air, right?
So, you can hear the sounds of the wind from beneath. I'm very sorry, but please do not move. I have no desire to hurt you. I apologize that our first meeting has to take place like this. It's just that you're much like one of those animals with ears that perk up as soon as it's... And given your combat proficiency, I would not have been able to gain an advantage over you if you were anywhere else in the world. However, you're now in the Night Kingdom. Hello, traveler. I'm Auroron, the one you've been searching for. Ah, the Fatui's custody. I see. So even Granny has told you that I was coerced by the Fatui. My friend and I only left those traces to lure you here. Deceiving you was never our true intent, however. It was simply the fastest and most feasible way for us to...
Greetings, traveler from afar.
Be careful with this traveler. His soul is temporarily restrained by us, and it appears to have become more fragile in the process. It's taking all my concentration to hold on to him.
It was I who tasked Auroron with leaving the traces to lead you here, and I who used the Master's ritual to bring your soul to the Night Kingdom. I've heard much about you from the past encounters you've had with my colleagues. Given the present situation in Natlan, I would like to sincerely request I will use the opportunity to explain my goals and motivations to you, as well as why I mistrust Malwika, the Pyro Archon. I believe there is little reason for you to blindly follow her plan. If you would like to hear our intel, then find us to the east of the stadium. But remember, not...
You will see me again once you return to reality. No matter what I say, please, help me keep this a secret. This is all to avoid dragging Granny into this conflict.
Hey, why are you sitting on the ground? Are you okay?
See, Lolly! He froze for a moment and then just collapsed to the ground!
Could it have been those leftover remnants from the Night Kingdom? Do you have any itches or pain anywhere? Don't worry. We can take a short break. Sorry, I know I asked for your help. But had I known you were feeling unwell, I wouldn't have...
If you're feeling sick, you should just say so. See, Lolly should be able to, exercise it.
A seasoned traveler must know the importance of not pushing yourself beyond your limit. If you need anything from me, in any case, let's take a bit more time. Need to be more careful next time.
Feeling better yet, traveler?
All right, let's get ready. I followed my phlogiston trail earlier to a stronghold guarded by soldiers. I have a feeling that Auroron is probably being held inside.
Oh, so it's close by. Then let's head over right away.
Well, I recruited you to be my helper, which means we're in this together. Like the wind, but if you want to make it up to me, then just be sure to fight extra hard when the time comes. Look over there.
Huh? I don't think she's...
That's Auroron. So he really...
All right, we'll take the lead.
Hey, quit daydreaming. Don't you have work to do?
I cannot see the sun. Without the sun, I cannot see the truth. You are currently
Huh? Okay, Mr. Philosopher. That's enough mumbo-jumbo.
Wow. I'm going to rip that guy's head right off.
See, Lolly's struggling to control her temper now.
Are you ready? Let's go kick their butts. On my count. 3, 2, 1! Still trying to resist? You've got no idea who you're up against.
Not breaking a sweat. Time to fulfill my duty. It isn't time for break yet.
Stay right there. Prepare your sword almost.
Time to go. The wind knows me. Moment of birth.
No slacking now.
Live! Into the wind.
Quietly now.
This should be fun.
Adventure!
As one with wind and cloud.
Everybody stand back!
Feel this ancient power.
Things are about to get dicey. Busted.
Let's end this quickly.
Take it easy.
Burst forth.
Didn't see that coming. Teamwork is strength!
Coming to be. Live! Witness my great undertaking. One with nature.
Let's light it up!
Burst forth.
Let's light it up!
Live!
I'm going in!
End this quickly.
The wind knows it. Falling leaves adorn my night.
Game set. Time's over. Gotcha.
This should be fun. My duty. At an end.
Don't be a killjoy.
Coming to be. Moment of birth. One with nature.
I see through you.
Live!
Well done. You need to hurry up. That all you got?
Into the wind.
You can't run. Well,
Auroron!
Granny.
Paimon knows she's called Granny Eats to Lead, but it's still
And greetings to you too. Gramps?
What did you just call him?
Gramps? Is that not right? You're Granny's friend, are you not? You seem to be approximately the same age as her, so I figured you've got to be Gramps.
How many times have I told you? It doesn't work like that. There are a lot of people who look about the same age.
Oh, wait. He's not a child, is he? Don't tell Paimon he's one of those people who look like an adult but are actually only 8 or 9 years old.
Oh, your words have pierced my heart like a thorned vine. Given how hard those thorns are to remove, I may just need to find a pair of tweezers.
Why are you
Of course I'm not a child. It's just Granny always taught me to show gratitude where it's due. And since the Masters of the Night Wind raised me collectively, I basically see everyone above a certain age as an elder. Exactly.
But if you keep that up, then everyone's going to be your senior.
And do you think saying all of this is gonna save you from a scolding, Auroron? Haven't I told you 100 times since you were a kid? Heed the 3 warnings.
Be wary of beasts prowling around, scammers looking for their next victim, and strange people who appear out of nowhere.
Oh, so you do remember, and you just chose to ignore them. I always knew that living on your own was going to get you into trouble sooner or later. But getting kidnapped? You won't always be able to rely on other people coming to your rescue, you know. You're just lucky we got here when we did. Or we might be launching another search and rescue operation to find out where they put your severed head.
I'm sorry, Granny. I'll be more careful next time.
Next time? Oh, good one. You think there'll be a next time after this? They didn't hurt you.
No, they just asked me a lot of questions about Natlan's terrain and...
Okay, now answer me honestly. Were you the one who helped the cap?
Yes.
So why did you do it?
Because they said they would need my help from there on out. They also said that if I refused, they'd just come to you, Granny, and they'd already figured out a way to make you do their bidding.
Hey! I'm no ordinary Granny! Would they really dare to come after me? And you! Did the gods give you a brain just for you to not use it? Did you really? Thankfully, the Pyro Archon only asked that we find the mysterious individual from the Masters of the Night Wind, and didn't slap your name on a wanted poster. Don't think for a second that even if the truth that you see will soon manifest into reality, there is still no need to preemptively...
I'm sorry.
Forget it. We can submit the details of this camp. Let's clean this place up and get back to the city.
Sounds good.
Your vegetables?
Yes. I grow a lot of fresh produce in my garden. I hope the Pyro...
Now's not the time to be thinking about that. If you do come face to face with the Pyro...
Recite the 3 warnings.
Huh? No! You should emphasize that you were not in cahoots.
How exactly did the Masters raise this guy?
Oh, right.
Time to go.
Well, well.
One with nature.
Here comes another.
Burst forth. Feel this ancient power. The wind knows me.
This was new.
Brings a smile to my face. Time to go. One with nature. Into the wind.
I see. So Auroron came to the captain's...
That's right.
Now that you know Auroron was only trying to protect another member of his tribe, could I ask you to petition the Pyro Archon for her forgiveness?
We'll give her a full report. We'll let you know once she's reached a decision.
Will I need to stay here?
Technically, yes.
Sure. I'd be happy.
Understood. Thank you very much. Mr. Auroron, please report back to the Speaker's chamber as soon as you've received notice.
I understand. Thank you. And thank you too.
Well, at least you won't need to hide your face anymore.
Traveler, Paimon, thank you very much for your help. And don't worry, I haven't forgotten about my side of the deal. Once Auroron is settled, I'll go talk to Shilonen and get started on forging an ancient name for you.
Oh, thank you!
You scratch my back, I scratch yours. It's as good as done. You can just go twiddle your thumbs or something while you wait for the good news. Bye for now. Come with me, Auroron. We've got to find you a place to stay for the night.
Goodbye, Gramps.
Oh, we're finally done. Alright, it's time to find some grub. Huh? What is it, Traveler? What? That captain? Sorry. Paimon just didn't see that coming. So you really saw him in the Night King? Oh, that Auroron, what is he up to? He sounded all that stuff about protecting Seat Lally and being forced to help the Fatui, when he's actually been a willing accomplice all along. Yeah, you're right. Still, Paimon appreciates you telling her about this. Paimon will support your choice no matter what, so if you want to go, we can go together. We still have another whole day before the meeting, so we'll just meet with them when the...
Yeah, if tell me, this is your web, this is your web. This is your web, right?
Come into being!
Weird. Paimon doesn't see anyone. What was that?
Good evening. Nice to see you again.
It's you.
I'm terribly sorry. It's just... A force of habit.
Ugh, and what's with you apologizing all the time? You sound so polite and honest, but you're actually doing shady stuff.
You're right. Granny tells me that too. Huh. Come to think of it, you remind me of her. Sometimes you...
Oh, so you're gonna call Paimon Granny too now?
Well, I could. It's all clear. Over to you.
Excellent. The fact that you showed up proves that I was right about your character. Yet, there's been a lot of talk about you. Child told me that you're passionate about the unknown and willing to take risks. Rather than facing you as an enemy, if we allow the current state of things to continue, we will inevitably clash. And that's a scenario that I'd very much like to avoid. I've long heard of your exploits across the nations. Though you have crossed swords with my colleagues many times, I know that you are by no means an unreasonable person. And once you've learned the truth that the Pyro Archon Malwika would never willingly share with you, you may just find it in your heart to consider my proposal.
I assume you've already been informed of the Pyro Archon's plan. In order to defeat the Abyss and save Natlan, she still needs—
Wait, how did you know that? Never mind. Guess that's not important.
I've long kept a close eye on her plan. To be frank, it's an exceedingly risky plan. Will the heroes really appear? And even if they come to her, will their power be enough to drive the Abyss back? If any part of the plan goes awry, all of Natlan, even all of Tevat, will pay for her mistake. Now, you may have been led to believe that this is the only plan available to her. But what if I told you she's had another emergency plan all along, the details of which she has chosen to keep—
An emergency plan?
Yes. A way to keep Natlan intact, even if her original plan fails. But given— Yes. Whether this stems from hesitation, fear, or even naivete, but my fear is that given the enormity of the decision, she will be reluctant to confront the dire reality we face. My fear is that given we have to make her here.
Yeah, do you have any Besides, wasn't it you who tried to seize the Gnosis for the Tsari?
I knew you'd be clever enough to see. That's right. I did not seek the Gnosis for the Tsaritsa. Since I was defeated in battle, I must put to rest my thoughts about the Gnosis. But even so, my desire to save Natlan remains unchanged. And now, I have found a new way to solve the crisis. We can implement it
Someone's here.
Huh? The captain disappeared!
Something is rapidly approaching.
Something? Bad news, chump! It's your granny!
See, Lolly? When did you get here?
I knew something was amiss after we were separated. Hidden ceremonial tools, an unconscious traveler. I must say, How dare you go behind our backs like this, Auroron? Colluding with the Fatui? Oh, here we go again. Cat got your tongue, huh? You really think you can avoid a scolding just by staying quiet?
I'm not trying to avoid anything.
Oh, and now you're talking back. Well, go on then.
I'm sorry, Granny.
You! That's it! Where are my tools? I swear if I don't
wait, see, Lolly! Please, calm down. We, still learned a lot of info, didn't we? So maybe just save the scolding for later, okay?
Listen well, Auroron. You're only getting out of this now because of the Traveler's plea. You're right, Traveler. Let's go. In all my years, I've never had a child cause me so much grief. Do you seriously not see what's at stake here? Why did you help the captain? No answer? Think you're being smart? Then really? Just use your brain for a second. What do you possibly stand? You've always been a good kid. Why would you throw that all away now? If you're worried about something, just talk to me. Granny would much rather we had a conversation instead of constantly clashing like this.
Why is he—
I'm sorry that you have to hear all this. You're very kind. Most people would have fled by now. Not everyone can handle Granny.
Oh? You dare gossip between yourselves instead of listening to me?
Sorry.
Sorry, Granny. Sorry, Granny. You know what? Fine. I'm perfectly aware that everything I say goes in one ear and out the other. You're all grown up now, so why would you listen? You say all the right things, but then you go and completely ignore me. Well, if that's how you're going to treat me, you can stop sending Aoife over to my place to deliver your stupid vegetables! I don't—
who's Aoife?
That's irrelevant. The point is, he hangs out with this kid, so he must be no good. You kids get to a certain age and suddenly act like you know it all. Auroron, if you're still thinking about that so-called duty, then please, just forget about it. The ley lines did not fall to this state because of you.
Seems they've started talking about some kind of tribal history.
That's not it, Granny. I know you tend to get down on yourself when you're upset, but I can tell I really hurt you this time. All I can—
His voice. Auroron! Where have you gone?
It sounds like he's somewhere super far away, but isn't he right here in front of us?
I'm really sorry. It's up to all of us to do everything we can to save Natlan.
Get back here this instant! Auroron! What is this?
What just happened? How was he able to suddenly get so far away?
It's a trick of his. If you grind spores into a powder and spray it in the air, it can be manipulated to— He pulled it off flawlessly. He must have put a lot of time into perfecting it. Don't tell me that's how he's been hunting in the fields these days. Little brat. That's it. The next—
Whoa, that's a little extreme. But still, why does he feel like he needs to run from us? If it—
I'm sorry for interrupting your conversation with them earlier. But even if you'd been able to— Auroron probably did everything he could to get away because he knew I'd get the truth out of him sooner or later. We've got quite a long walk back to the city. Let's take our time.
Time to go.
Do you two have some time? Feeling—
Oh, right. It's been a while since we last ate. Now that we can relax—
then let's go. We can find some—
Really? You're not gonna take her off— that's right. See, Lolly has gotten a lot quieter since Aurora ran away. He's right. We're seasoned adventurers, so we're more than capable of paying our own bill.
Hey, come on now. You won't even let me take you out for some food and drinks?
Are you sure?
Mora is the least of my concerns. Besides, we're definitely due a meal after all the time we've spent together. Let me get this one. I might be an old hag, but I like—
Sure, that's fine with us, but...
Don't worry. I'm sure a juice...
Take it easy.
What are you looking?
Do you see two people standing by the door? They look like spitting images of each other.
But Paimon only sees...
Huh? How could that be? I guess my mind isn't as sharp as it used to be. Give me another bottle, boss!
Do you think she's drunk?
There you go, miss. Oh my, it's not every day you get to see Granny Itzley here with some friends. Not to mention ones who've made a huge name for themselves recently.
Oh, so you've heard of us?
Of course I have. Aren't you the ones who saved Kachina and brought her back? No wonder you hit it off with Granny Sidlali.
Wait, so you call her Green?
Well, given our ages, it'd probably be more accurate for me to call her my great-great-granny. She's one of the most
Huh? Gossiping about me right in front of my face now, are you, Chonka?
Oh, please, Granny, I wouldn't dare. I'm just beyond happy to see you bring over some new friends. After all, any friends of our regulars are sure to be...
All right, that's enough. Go on now. I'm sure the other customers would like to talk to you as well. There's no need to keep staring at me. I promise.
Seat Lally? Seat Lally?
Who's that? You got some gall calling me by my first name. Let me...
Are you still with us, Seat Lally?
You chumps come around here, picking fights with me? Well, you know what happens next. You lose, and then run off home to tell everyone about how I mean, come on, monster?
Granny Seat Lally, you're not...
Exactly! And while we're at it, I'm not some lazy slacker either. Between meditation, advising the chief, and speaking with the Wyab, I actually have a pretty packed schedule, you know. Oh yeah, and I have to mentor all the new kids. Hey, new kid. Yeah, you. Don't play dumb. Didn't I teach you how to find phlogiston? You see? That's more like it. About dang time someone showed me a little respect. Yeah, Granny's a hard worker, all right.
Did she just fall asleep with her eyes open?
Behind this pitch-black curtain, a chapter of hatred reveals itself.
She's meditating again. She does this whenever she's had a few too many drinks. Her mind's actually racing at this point.
Is this another specialty of the Masters of the Nightwind?
No, I'd say it's an ability that's unique to Sidlali herself. While she can easily pick up everyone else's skills and tricks, few have been able to master hers.
Warning, warning. Red, the color of danger, has now arisen within that pair of eyes. Huh? Traveler? Paimon?
What's wrong?
I'm gonna hurl.
Hang on, just...
Phew.
You had Paimon worried. Paimon really thought you were about...
How embarrassing. I'm sorry you had to see me like that.
Are you feeling okay? Wanna take a quick...
There's so much that I want to say, but...
Why not? Of course you can. Just say whatever's on your mind.
Please, Paimon. It's not as simple as you think. We've only known each other for a few days.
Oh, Paimon gets it. You're hoping that we wouldn't think less of you no matter what you're about to say.
No, that wasn't my point at all. Seriously, don't you youngsters know anything about shame? I'm talking about shame. I've lived...
Actually?
Huh?
Yeah...
This is so...
It's okay, Sweet Lolly. You had every right to complain about those...
I can't take it anymore! Why do they... Hearing me mumble under my breath is one thing, but hearing what I mumble in my own head... It's just like when you're rolling on the floor in your pajamas, but you forget to lock the door, and someone bursts in to deliver cabbages and sees the whole thing!
So that,
It happens to people in general, okay? Doesn't matter if you're 200 years old or 1,000 years old. Everyone rolls around in their pajamas sometimes. I was just picking something... Take a walk with me.
Looks like she's completely given up. Like those criminals who just confess everything and accept their fate.
Take it easy.
Well...
Wow, it's beautiful!
You're making me want to cry.
Oh no, what do we do? Please don't cry!
I was an Let's just have a casual
Really? You don't seem like...
Well, I guess... And you're right. I don't usually open up to the people of my tribe. I'm just an eccentric old hag to them. That story's been passed down so long.
But you're just a regular
The kids of my tribe would have a heart attack if they heard you say that.
Well, you are powerful.
Some are. Others are mad I always come out on top. What about you?
We don't find you scary at all.
Huh. That's because you're not from my tribe. You don't know how many delusions of grandeur I've destroyed just by existing. I make people realize that no matter how... not to brag or anything. Maybe it's hard to believe.
We believe you. Shilonen has full faith in your abilities, and Auroron didn't seem scared of you. He thinks of you as his granny, right?
Yes, but Auroron's a special case. Mawika already told you about her plan. And you've given so much help to Auroron's... The reason being, his soul is incomplete. No one knows who his... The Masters of the Nightwind believe they can see human souls. And in Auroron's incomplete soul, a possibility to turn Auroron into a vessel for lost souls. The ceremony would allow lost souls to gather within him. Auroron would then be sent to the Night Kingdom to return the souls to their rightful place, strengthening the ley lines and completing the ceremony.
Wait, that doesn't sound right.
Now, you see the problem. When damage occurs to the Night Kingdom, the souls held within disperse and remain adrift. The ceremony can send back countless souls at once. I wasn't surprised the chief at the time came up with the plan. The ley lines were already in a terrible state. A suitable candidate for the ceremony appears, and now you have the chance to make things better. Of course you're going to take it. When the chief asked for my opinion, I didn't give my approval, but I didn't object either. So they went ahead with the ceremony. It failed, and Auroron escaped with his life. Pathetic, isn't it? By not objecting, I basically gave them the go-ahead. Maybe they didn't have my explicit approval, but it's not like I did the right thing. If the ceremony was successful, Auroron would probably be dead. Of course, in my tribe, death is rarely something to fear. But what kind of message would we be sending by sentencing a newborn to death? By using a human life as a tool? It's not right. So, when I learned the ceremony had failed, I was ashamed by my inaction, and absolutely relieved by the result. The plan was never a secret. Or, I guess I should say, there was no point to keeping it a secret. A simple investigation from Auroron would reveal everything. Everyone thought he would be happy he survived, and he never really said anything to the contrary. But just as I was about to put all of it behind me, he asks this question. Would Natlan have been saved if the ceremony succeeded?
Wait, but it's not his fault.
He knows that, but he still feels guilty. Auroron has a strong ability to perceive souls, more than any of us. He understands just how dire the situation with ley lines has become. Maybe he chose to work with the Fatui because he still thinks he owes a debt to Natlan. I can only imagine what they told him.
Traveler, didn't the captain say he found a way to solve the crisis? Maybe that's what brought Auroron into this. Anyway, we can't just let things go on like this. We have to convince him to come back! You don't look so good.
Probably drank too much. It's okay. The fresh air is doing me good. Okay. Forget that. I need to go home. I hit it a little too hard. You've helped.
Hey, we're friends, aren't we?
Good point. Well, friends. I like the sound of that.
What is it?
Auroron's probably back with the captain, don't you think? You mean about the backup plan? Do you really believe what the captain told us? Yeah, you're right. We should just go to her directly. But she's probably asleep. We can find her
Take it easy. Hup. Take it easy.
outside. I would still have to sleep. we should see what's going on.
일단 알았어.
You're already here.
Wow, you're up early.
Let's not bring up last night. I'm embarrassed about the whole thing. Anyway, I was also woken up by the commotion. I heard many areas.
The Abyss attacked again.
I'll be fine. The stadium could always use more manpower. I'm done making. I was the one who vouched for him, but I should be able to as for the ancient name. Thank you. All right.
Let's go start fighting.
She left in a hurry. Oh, looks like a...
Traveler, over here! Oh, perfect. Our star Outlander.
Oh, you're all here!
Just my way of saying how awesome you are. We've got a real emergency on our hands.
Alright, but...
The Abyss suddenly attacked the Collective of Plenty.
Yes. The tribes have plenty of defenses, so they're safe for now. But I can't... Chaska and I have...
I plan on heading back to...
What about you, Mulalani? Where are you gonna go?
I'll go help the Children of Echoes. They're the closest, so I can start fighting right away. What about you guys? We could go together. Yeah, that does sound important. No worries. Just leave the Children of Echoes to us. Who knows? Maybe yours truly will have the Abyss on the run by the time you're finished. That would be pretty great, actually. I hope my tribe gets through okay. It'll be fine. Your tribe doesn't do all that.
Let's part ways here for now. And most importantly, be careful, everyone.
Oh, and some of us need to avoid getting contaminated by dangerous-looking substances. That...
Koichi.
Alright, let's hurry up and talk to the...
Oh, it's you two. As you can see, things are not looking good. Look, I'm very interested in your recent adventures, but this is not a good time.
That's alright, we're also in a hurry. We're gonna...
What? So he thinks my plan is too risky. He thinks I'm being stubborn. I shouldn't underestimate the Fatui's ability to gather intelligence. The Gnosis, I will answer you honestly, but you must help. I can use the power of the Gnosis to save Natlan. The Gnosis would drain all the souls and memories from the Night Kingdom and weave them in...
Wait, you can use souls to weave a net?
Yes. It means the Night Kingdom not only housed... Even then, the net, given the enormity of the price, it's a solution I refuse. Now it's true, both plans come at a risk. But after weighing our options, this is our best bet. Natlan is unique among the nations of Teyvat. Given the ever-looming threat, having a contingency still. This has always been a well-kept secret.
Oh, one more thing?
Without the Gnosis, he should have no other option. Seems like our only path forward is to track him down. So he... Judging by your expression, you must have doubted me.
Not even a little! We would never... Wait, what are you talking...
Just as maybe it was out of caution, anxiety, or simple curiosity, but know this. No matter what, our goal remains the same. We both want... So now that you have your answer...
You scared Paimon. You really got a lot of guts,
That's a good thing. Oh, and feel free to call me Mawika. It's what all my friends call me, and I like it that way. As for the captain, the intelligence officers we assigned to the Fatui should be back soon. Well,
that's great! Sounds like we just have to wait a little longer.
Not just... Don't worry. I just need to finish coordinating our available manpower, then I'll take a...
Wait! You're going to fight in...
That's true. I'm far less powerful than a god in my current state. But don't forget, I was an experienced and powerful warrior before I ever became the Pyro Archon. No matter how you look at it, my duty is on the front. I just think there's strength in numbers. If the people... Anyway. Even I've considered moving my people. I've told the chiefs of each tribe to strengthen their defenses and advise... Now I just need to...
Paimon's a little worried about how people...
Yeah.
Alright, we should head out. Maybe we...
Yeah.
Quick, over here! To safety!
Kachina, how many...
Yes, you let me speak.
What's the situation?
There's a trapped caravan that needs our help. We need to rescue them as soon as possible.
We'll go together. Stay safe. We've got this. Bring it! Hear the echoes of the valley!
Carving way! Clear the area!
Bombs away!
Woohoo! Check this out! Best of luck!
I really thought I was done for. I can't thank you.
Don't worry about it. We're just glad you're okay. Let's see. Your goods look fine too. Guess the Abyss isn't after Mora.
That should be the last abyssal pylon near the Children of Echoes. By the way, where's Lolly? I thought she would come with you.
The Masters of the Night Wind also got attacked, so she went back to help her tribe. She said we can deal with the ancient name later.
Yeah, that makes sense. Alright, this isn't a good place to talk.
Looks like a few people were hurt after all. Oh, I should have got here sooner.
The Abyss threw a lot at us at once. I rushed out as soon as I heard the alarm, and there were already so many monsters. Before long, Kachina brought over a whole group of warriors, and just like that, we destroyed several You mean the situation in the Night Kingdom, right? Yeah, I feel the same way. It's impossible not to feel anxious when things are getting worse by the second, and...
That just means we need to buy the Pyro Archon more time. Keep pushing, everyone.
You really are an eternal optimist, Mualani.
Why, thank you. I guess it's one of my better qualities.
So, specifics aside, the Pyro Archon confirmed the Gnosis can resolve the crisis, but it...
And somehow the captain finds out about it, goes to fight the Pyro... Honestly...
We talked to Malika before we left the stadium. According to her, the cost of the captain's plan is too high. And, well,
Yeah, I trust the Pyro Archon. Plus, she burned down all those precious mementos for Kachina. She's already... When it comes to Natlan...
I agree. Maybe the captain... Life is important, but so are history and memory.
As the Archon, she can't tell us everything, but it seems...
The next question is... If the captain found a new way to save Natlan, how come the...
this is all...
We still don't have enough information.
Let's head back then. With how many Fatui there are...
Sounds good. I have a few theories of my own.
I was just about to ask. If I was just a bit... Registered? You got it. Alright. See you all later.
Oh, you...
I'm fine.
They ran into the Fatui while out on a mission and decided...
The Fatui?
Calm down and let me explain. Watch out. It's the Fatui.
Were they attacked by the Abyss? No, wait. It looks like they're protecting a group of travelers.
You're right. That's a traveling group from Natlan. Let's keep observing for...
We're glad you're okay. Given the appearance of abyss monsters all over Natlan, you should cancel your journey and seek...
Thank you so much. I wish there was some...
We don't expect anything in return. We were out on a mission, and if you truly wish to repay the favor, you can keep this a secret. If anyone...
Oh, okay.
We're not asking you to cover up our activities. We haven't done anything illegal. Our captain simply wishes to remain undisturbed. Nonetheless, the decision remains yours. If we wanted to keep you quiet, we would...
Got it. We'll get going now.
Did you hear that? They mentioned a captain. Isn't that who the Pyro Archon is looking for?
Exactly. We could be onto something big. Still, there was no trade. They were just helping people in need. I didn't believe the captain when he said he wanted to save Natlan. But based on what...
Maybe we've been wrong about the Fatui this whole time.
It's too early to say.
So this is where they were headed. Looks tricky. It's heavily
Koichi, wait.
Oh, no you don't. How are you planning to get through all the guards?
Look, I can use this terrain to my advantage. With our tribe's special way of getting around.
We still can't see anything.
The more heavily guarded the location, the more valuable the secrets. That intel is worth the risk.
Fine.
That's even more risky. I'm confident I can protect myself.
I can.
You really believe that?
Fine, don't believe me. But you can't honestly tell me infiltrating a heavily guarded Fatui hideout. You know, growing up, even if I insisted on doing something, it never gave you any trouble. I'm not sure you...
All right.
Guess that means...
All right. Same plan as you. Got your ropes?
Yeah, let's go.
The Fatui have eyes all over this place. Now. Not sure how many chances I'm gonna get. I need to act. Good. I made it without getting caught. I should get to that platform over there. But it's guarded by the Fatui. Koichi should have line of sight. I'll wait for her signal. That's it. Now's my chance.
It's no use staying in one place. I should keep... Looks like Chaska is helping me by keeping an eye on the Fatui movements. I'll wait for her signal. Time to move. Whew, that was close. Probably can't make it over in one go. I'll wait for my next chance. Now's my chance. Let's see. The Fatui's occupying all the best locations. If we could just get past them somehow. Wait! I've got it!
Where are those enemies?
Huh? What's that noise? Did something explode? What the heck is that? I could ask you the same thing!
Good, they're arguing. Looks like they just needed an excuse. The people on the hill over there left to help their comrades. Come get me, Chaska. I hope she gets this hand signal.
That's Koichi's signal. Give me your hand. Quick.
Coming! I checked, and this way is completely... Well, I was pretty helpful, right? You know, everyone usually jumps at the chance to work with me. Not my own sister, though. No, she avoids me like her life depends on it.
I was wrong, Koichi.
Wait, you're just gonna admit it?
Let's focus on the task at hand.
All right. If you're not gonna take the bait, then I'll drop it. Looks like the Fatui are here to dig something up. I'm surprised they mobilized this many people.
It seems like they're looking for a dragon relic called the Source Mechanism. The device is ancient. Barely any information survives to this day. And even people from Natlan don't know how to use it.
Not bad. Looks like it's in good shape. This should be where our Lord's looking for. Took us long enough. Come on.
Back? Back where? Should we keep following?
You really want to keep going?
Of course. We make a good...
What was that sound?
Uh-oh. We've been spotted.
Falling rock incoming! Watch out for your gadget!
What? You'll regret that!
Once we got them off our tail, we went back to observe some more. It looked like they were waiting, though.
So, Koichi got injured trying to get them off your tail.
She pushed herself too hard and collapsed on the...
Well, I didn't cause you any trouble while we were fighting, right?
You've done very well. I could make a comment on knowing your limits, but it's not my place.
I know. I'm already...
So, our current intel suggests the Fatui is after the Source Mechanism. The device is a complete mystery, even to us.
I have no idea. But Shilonen, I need you to gather every scholar in Natlan familiar with the secret source.
I'll get right on it.
Thank you both for your hard work. Koichi, it's time for you to get some rest. Oh, and there are gifts from your patients waiting at the speaker's chamber. I've prepared a small gift of my own as a token of gratitude.
My patience. That's...
You don't need to give us anything, Archon. We were...
Well, if Koichi doesn't want her favorite Saurus crackers, then...
I accept. Thank you.
What am I gonna do with...
There's some for the rest of you as well. They're one of my... I'll start investigating the source.
Yummies!
Take it easy.
What's next for you?
I'm taking Koichi home.
Hey, it's not like I'm some kind of...
That's what you always say. Everything's no big deal until you collapse. What if the Abyss attacks again?
I won't. Triple promise I won't. Fine. On the off chance something like that. But I'm a doctor. I haven't... I guess...
This reminds Paimon of when we...
I'd do the same for anyone trying to put their life in danger.
Then try to see things from my perspective.
The two of you are the same, you know?
I disagree. I understand the risks and costs of my decision.
Who wants to be like her? Over...
That's just not true.
You think I don't have...
Okay, don't get into another fight. Just pretend Paimon never said anything.
Don't worry, Paimon. You didn't do anything wrong. Arguing it...
Plus, I guess we are similar in some... We're family. I can't help it if my older sister is a bad influence.
Okay, you don't have to put it that way.
So, you're all good now?
Neither of us are really the type to back down. So we'll...
Plus, I know you'll wake up one day and realize I...
Be my guest. See you later, Traveler and Paimon. I'll be back once everything's settled at home.
There's no rush. At least grab a nice meal with your...
Bye, you two.
Those two will probably make up for real at some... Well, we've learned a lot.
Sorry.
Why do you look so awkward?
Okay, I won't beat around the bush. Oh, and I'm sorry.
Awesome! Just get...
Hey, friends don't order each other around. I'm just here to share some news.
Oh yeah, you mentioned how Auroron has always wanted to save Natlan, and something about his soul being fragmented. Paimon and the Traveler discussed it after you left, and we think Auroron is probably back with the captain. What do you think?
I agree with your hypothesis. Auroron came back. He helped the Masters of the Nightwind defend our king.
What? He came back?
I told him to give up whatever he's doing, but he refused. He said apparently he came back to fulfill his duty to our tribe. When he left, he said it was because he still has a duty to Natlan.
I'm surprised you let him go at all.
I had to prioritize my tribe. Besides, the situation was intense. I couldn't focus on outside and inside threat. Plus, he was on guard. He knew I would try to go after him, so he made sure to keep his distance. All these years of calling me Granny. And I couldn't do a single thing for him.
Don't say that!
You're right. Seeing him come back reminded me of... He's not only a child of the Masters of the Nightwind, but a child of Natlan. It's only natural for a child to want to do something for their... Besides, Auroron is my apprentice. He might have a few tricks up his sleeve.
Wait, what are you saying?
Look, remember how I said Auroron's soul is fragmented? And this gem is what makes the talisman work. It just so happens that Auroron is due for a gem replacement. Since I can't get close to him, I put the new gem in a supply bag and asked Aoife to bring it to him. You guys know Aoife, right? No? Well, he's a pretty famous vet around these parts. Aoife doesn't know what's going on, so he agreed, no questions asked. Auroron would find the gem as soon as he opened the bag. He knows how important it is, so he probably suspected that I tampered with it. But here's the catch. The trick is on the bag.
That's amazing. You can do something like that?
Most people can't, but I can. That trick he used to bring you to the Night Kingdom isn't anything special, by the way. My technique is much more...
So in other words, we have a...
The kid thinks he can take me on? Like I wasn't the one who taught him everything he knows?
That's amazing, Sweet Lolly. Let's take a look right away!
Once we get to the bottom of this... I know he thinks of me as his grandma.
Huh, that's a tough question. Paimon doesn't have a grandma, so she's not the best person to ask.
To be honest, I've always doubted my ability to look after him. But if I stop here, it will haunt me until I'm 500 years old. Yeah, you're right. First anger, then tears. Oh, wait! Who are you calling a crybaby?
You're just making it worse, Traveler.
I need to look at his memory. I don't care.
You sure you'll be okay?
Did you just say... you'll...
Is that okay? We have a pretty good reason to see it too, don't we? Because...
You really mean it? Fine. You can come. Just promise...
Don't worry, we're professional adventurers!
Then I place my... Alright, time to sneak into some... you heard it here? Are you ready?
Look how good you're doing. You'll grow into nice big radishes and you? Aoife says you're taking up too much space, but I think you're a good tree. What do you think?
Hey! How's it going, Auroron?
Good. How are...
Can't complain. What you up to? Naming your vegetable?
No, just some idle conversation.
Sounds fascinating.
They told me you were coming and that you would take some produce with you.
Only if you're offered. By the way, I ran into Aoife yesterday. He told me Chaska's fostering a saurian at his place. Said the thing trampled over a part of your radish garden. I hope you two...
No, don't worry. I'll find a way. I've already wrapped your share of the produce.
You really knew I was coming.
Light up the smoke and you can see the path through the shadows. That's what everyone said.
Hey, have you seen that strange...
Appeared out of nowhere? I don't think so.
It's the Fatui. Their leader seems like a big deal. He didn't bring many men with him, but they're all elite warriors. It seems like they're looking for some... If you run into them...
You're from the Masters of the Nightwind, are you not? Why do you live here alone?
I enjoy living by myself out in the wild. I guess you're from the Fatui, the one everyone's calling...
Not an inaccurate description. I'm looking for someone who may be known to you. Citlali.
Granny? What does an Outlander want with her? I've heard the name. You have business with her?
There's no point to further questioning if you insist on hiding things from me. I shall seek answers elsewhere.
Oh, he could tell I was lying and now he's leaving? He gave up just like that? Hey! At least tell me why you're looking for Citlali.
It's none of your concern. I have my own means of tracking her down.
Why are the Fatui looking for her? What does she have to do with that? I can't just let them go like this. I have to figure out what they're planning. They've just been studying the ley lines and asking for leads on Granny. I can definitely rule out some sort of invasion.
The situation has seen no true improvement. The
My lord!
Ignore him. He is no threat.
He knows I'm following him, but he doesn't seem to care. He's strong, I can tell. But there's something unusual about him and all...
What is it?
My lord,
A ley line disturbance. Certain presences have been forced to wander outside the rightful realm.
That was a spell from the Masters of the Nightwind. How did he know that? How did he do that so easily? Soulfaring is supposed to be extremely difficult.
I feel much better. Thank you, my lord.
Think nothing of it. Stay vigilant, and continue to gather information. The Abyss could attack at any moment. However, there's no reason to over-engage. Information is our first priority.
Yes, sir.
Why are the Fatui fighting against the Abyss? Do they really mean us no harm? I've been following him this whole time and still they ignore me? Do they really know? It seems like his subordinates refer to him as the captain. And now he's headed to the stadium. That's unusual.
You two, with me. Everyone else, wait here as instructed.
Yes, sir.
He's going inside? But the Pyro Archon...
Forgive me, my lord. Allow me to check one more time. Do you truly...
The time for idle observation. This nation is out of time.
Yes, sir.
He just walked straight into the stadium. What is he gonna do? They're both incredibly strong. How long will they have to fight until someone comes out on top? Wait, this feeling. Just like the other day near the ley lines, it's faint. Like a soul's trying to escape. Is that why he's looking for Granny? If he dies here, then all clues will be lost.
As for you, I must confess.
No matter how dense the fog, as long as the sun remains, we cannot turn day into night. She could have dispelled it. You don't have much time. And you're injured on top of that. What do you plan to do next?
I'm beginning to see just how useful you may turn out to be. You heard something from here, didn't you?
No need to force yourself. I've never seen anyone match the Pyro Archon in battle before.
I didn't expect you to intervene at such a critical moment.
You know I've been following you. Why didn't you stop me?
When walking in the forest, it is only natural to encounter wild beasts. However, not every beast.
And yet, one of those...
Then speak. What do you want?
I didn't save you because I wanted something. My soul is more perceptive than others. I can sense that the ley lines are extremely weak. I don't know what the Pyro Archon is the questions you asked her just now, well, I've had very similar doubts. So, I felt like I had to help you.
So, you can tell the truth. That was quite a reckless decision to make. I'm not sure you realize that.
There's no turning back for me now. What I did back there is going to get me in a lot of trouble. You attacked the Pyro Archon in broad daylight, and I used my spell to save you. A single glance was likely all it took for her to recognize my tribe. So, we're in the same boat.
You seem to care little for my thoughts on the matter.
It's too late for that. Start from the beginning. Why are you looking for Citlali? Do you know her?
Explain your relation to her first. I know you two are acquainted. It was obvious the moment I mentioned her name.
Citlali is my elder and my teacher. She taught me everything I know. It's my duty to protect her.
If you truly wish to protect her, you should have let me perish at the Pyro Archon's hand. Yet...
I want to do something to change Natlan for the better. Something I can accomplish with my own two hands. You're...
strange. Citlali is said to be the legendary Granny Eastly, someone capable of communicating with the Wyub, and the Wyub are the key to information on the Night Kingdom.
Why do you need knowledge on the Night Kingdom?
That is not something you need to know.
Don't forget, I saved your life.
Do you not believe the Fatui capable of betraying a dead?
People can lie, but souls cannot. I can tell there's a weight to your soul.
You may not live among your tribe, but you certainly know their tricks. I apologize for my rash judgment. Let's go. We'll see if you have what it takes to... I see. Interesting.
Worth trying, I think.
Rather than weaving a net to protect the ley lines, this method would address the root problem by reconstructing the ley lines.
Woo!
Traveler, Paimon.
Paimon's fine, just...
Of course. I'm so mad at him. After everything, he still can't let go of the past. For some reason, he thinks he owes something to the people who cared for him. Now that he's all grown up, he thinks no one can tell him what to do? He thinks he can just... I'll show him. If he tries to run one more time, he's got...
Maybe stubbornness runs in the family. Like grandmother, like grandson, as they...
Is that supposed to be a compliment? Anyway, back to what...
Yeah, the captain seriously wants to... What does that even mean? Something like the loom of fate, maybe? But...
The loom of fate?
Oh, it's kind of hard to explain. Basically, it's a device from Conrio that has unbelievable Anyway, if he really wants to...
Which means...
Why is he so obsessed with...
Yes, she needs to know a...
Not letting me go there on.
Navigating the world.
This is the last part because okay, this one is starting on it, right? Chapter. I won't have a look at it.
It's a whole lot easier with a few different identities.
How long have it streaming though? For 3 hours almost.
choose from. Need me to come up with some for you? Take it easy.
Bruh.
Malika!
Traveler, Paimon Sitlali. Perfect timing. I've located the captain.
Oh, really? That's great! We also just took a peek at Auroron's memories and discovered something all with his granny's permission, of course.
Calm down, Paimon.
So the captain was searching for the source mechanism to reconstruct. If his plan is already in motion, that means he knows exactly how to accomplish his—
Is reconstruct—
Yes. It's not a simple fix. It would mean if he activates the mechanism, it's all over.
But what forces do we—
Kanich? Shilon?
But that's barely—
That won't help us with the captain, I'm afraid.
All right. I understand.
Don't worry about your grandson. We'll figure something—
I'll leave him to you all then.
All right. Back to the matter at hand. I don't believe defeating the captain needs— Let me grab Shilonen and Kanich. As you all know, Auroron is working with the captain and we need to stop their plan. The captain is a formidable opponent, but that shouldn't deter us. In any case, a head-on confrontation isn't the best way to solve the issue. Their plan hinges entirely on a single element. The source mechanism. We'll head out together.
I agree with Kanich.
Listen to my plan first. Kanich, I want you and Ahau to launch an assault from the front. The captain won't be on the front lines. As a seasoned warrior, he'll— No. The purpose of the frontal assault is to gather the Fatui forces in one place. Shilonen, I need you to do what your tribe does best, and dig a tunnel from the outskirts of the ruin. Once we get close to the device, we just need to destroy it. Exactly. The Traveler and I will join her as well. No one can create a distraction better than you, Kanich, not even myself. By combining our strengths, we just might manage to break through the captain's defenses.
Understood. Then just promise us you won't do anything reckless. You mean everything to us. Losing you would be—
Thank you, everyone.
Take it easy.
I just don't have any better thing to do.
How about this?
Watch this!
Take a seat. Right this way!
The wind knows me. Burst forth! Witness my great undertaking!
The tide runs
Quietly now.
feet ahead!
One with nature. It's fine.
Full speed ahead!
Coming to be!
Let's hope you put up a good fight.
Into the wind!
Busted!
The wind knows it. Time to go.
Who says there aren't benefits to a life of wandering?
All right, this is the place. Their tunnel.
Any of the nearby mountains could be a good infiltration point, but
there are only a few Fatui stationed around the perimeter. We should take care of them.
Hey, don't get too close. Kenny's just handling things over there.
Let's hope... put up a good fight. The tide rises!
Into the wind!
Frozen.
Coming to be! Feel this ancient power. One with nature. As one with wind and cloud.
Gotcha!
all right, that's done. Let's head to the...
What do you think, Shilonen? Is this a good spot?
Yeah, looks good. Well,
I can see the inside!
perfect. We'll keep...
All right. Please, take care.
The Fatui wouldn't concentrate all their forces in one place. There's sure to be guards on the inside, so stay sharp.
Oh, nice job smashing those rocks, Moeka. You look super cool.
Ah, that was some expert level rock clearing, even by my tribe standards.
That must be the Fatui tunnel over there. We should steer clear and approach from the side.
Take it easy. Take it easy. Take it easy.
Coming. I see through you. Burst forth.
Teamwork is dreamwork.
Don't be a killjoy. Just witness my great undertaking. I can't run. Miscalculated.
Busted.
Can't run from death.
This spell is from the Masters of the Nightwind. It's Auroron's doing. They're probably trying to buy time. These wheels are relics from ancient times. We should try to restore them.
These mechanisms probably control that wheel, right? Let's give them a try.
Take it easy.
Coming to be! The wind knows me.
Gotcha! Let's light it up! Busted! No!
Burst forth!
Everybody stand back!
One with nature!
Gotcha!
Moment of birth!
बड़ी फोटो नहीं ले ली।
This must be it.
There they are.
Oh, the captain's here too. Perfect.
Oh, they're here.
Huh. I thought the Pyro Archon would choose a front.
It doesn't matter. They're too late.
Stop!
It's too late.
We need to turn it off!
I won't let you do this!
The sound of lament?
What was that sound?
Now's our chance to turn off the... Oh, Auroran? How did he just... His movements have gotten a lot faster. Was Auroran always this good in battle?
This ends now!
Huh?
Something's wrong.
You are not Auroran. Who are you?
What?
Commander.
You.
So, you still recognize me, Commander?
We did it!
You see? You indulge your sense of honor for just a moment, and now you've lost your chance.
His voice is completely...
Stop worrying about other people's survival, about their losses and sacrifices. You just need to win. Please finish what you set out.
I didn't expect to see you here, but I have to disagree. Abandoning one's...
Why do you care about a doomed man? After all, his soul has been incomplete.
Oh, someone said I'm close to death. Is it because of that noise just now? The piercing cry came from underground when I activated the device. What's down there? Natlan's ley lines must be hiding some kind of secret. Am I dying? Oh, no. It's...
Ah, Auroran, it's you. What'll it be today? Oh, why the...
I heard...
Savior? Ha!
Auroran, is that you? Oh, here, have a seat. Let Granny cut you some fruit. We just got a fresh batch. Can I get you anything else?
What about those spiced rub mushrooms you made me last time, Granny Kuimi?
Ah, you liked those, did you? An outlander taught me that recipe. I never thought about going into business yourself, my boy. You could travel all over.
Our Auroran? A merchant? He's far too honest.
Well, at least an honest merchant like him wouldn't prey on old-timers like us.
Everyone said a true savior does not really exist, but then... why did my birth open the door to the possibility? Why give people false hope? Maybe I don't need to sacrifice myself, but surely everyone... If I had succeeded back then, would the...
Done spacing out, Auroran? Did you finish your homework?
Yes, Granny, it's just...
Of course not. I'm a special case.
Because you're a genius, right?
You could say that. Or maybe I've just... It's rude to bring up a woman's age.
I wasn't the one who brought it up.
Anyway, class is canceled tomorrow. Go have fun.
What about my homework then?
Do what you want. What use is it being as strong as me anyway? You've seen how the tribe treats me. They're all afraid. I try to go about my business, and they take it from me. The happiest people are the ones who do their own thing. So do what you want, Auroron. No matter what anyone else has to say.
Granny didn't say it outright, but I think she was trying to comfort me. Don't force yourself. Don't beat yourself up over... But I never forced myself. I never even got the chance to
Hey, you zoning out over here again? There's such a thing as overwatering the radishes.
I was just...
Something interesting?
I noticed some on the ground. Maybe it got...
Bummer. Guess that means less honey this year.
Aoife, do you think...
Fun? I'm not sure about that.
Fun enough, I guess. I don't have anything else to do.
Exactly. Most people live like that. No special purpose or calling. Oh, jeez. That troublemaker's at it again. Auroron, my man, come inside and...
Why should I? I thought being a vet was no...
Well, I guess there is a fun part. Trying to outsmart these rascals. Come on, give me a hand.
Maybe Aoife was just too nice to tell me the truth. That attempting something above your capabilities will kill you. My soul is unstable. A part of me has always been missing.
Why struggle? It's a miracle you were even born. Just close your eyes and what?
It was you. The thing that came out of nowhere.
Thing? I'm warned.
I'm not weak.
And that's exactly why your fantasy is so ridiculous.
You...
Savior? Ha! Sounds nice, doesn't it? But, does...
Exactly. Most people live like that.
Take it from me. The happiest people are the ones who do their own thing.
But I don't want things to end here.
Auroron? It's all right. We'll take things from...
Every time they marched into battle, I had to stay behind.
Don't worry. With the archon on...
All the best warriors are fighting on the front lines. I want to do...
Both of us are bound to disappear. But once your soul shatters into pieces and dissipates into the wind, I will take temporary control over this body.
No. No, my end will not come first, and I'm not giving up. I can't die here. No! I won't die here!
Auroron! Control your mind. Feel the ground beneath your... Well done.
Don't try to talk. Focus on...
I can't believe the captain did that.
Maybe he thinks of Auroron as a comrade.
Damage to the soul is a tricky thing. The pain almost consumed you for a moment, but you...
The worst appears to be...
We can talk about that later.
Our plan. I'm sorry.
You saved my life, and...
Auroron, I never thought you actually wanted to sacrifice yourself in that ceremony. But you never gave up. Have you come to a conclusion on what it is?
I just want an answer. A reason why I exist and why everyone always did so much for me. No one is born a hero. And no one should be treated like one from birth. I had a chance to do something important back then, but I failed.
The answer you seek now lies...
are the inheritor of my name. The hero from the Masters of the Nightwind, who shall fight for this generation. Fascinating. You're not the person that the others thought you were. And yet, you're also not the kind of person that you thought you were. It can take a lifetime to truly discover who we really are. Like you, I never thought I had what it took to be a hero. I was too cunning, too self-absorbed. Now, remember your name.
My ancient name. BD.
It means devotion. You will give your all, not for the sake of a heroic death, but to do justice by the answer you... For that answer, you will offer, having foretold his own death. Let us raise out, for at last, his wish is now fulfilled.
It's nice to see you again, Sunhudge. With your recognition, we now have the 5th hero of this era.
I am happy to see your plan advance one step further.
What?
Just as I thought. The Lord of the Night...
Lord of the Night? As in the one who ruled?
I preside over a realm of souls. When you activated the device, I awoke and could not hold back my cry. Most of you are unaffected because your souls are intact. And yet, his soul remains in one piece. He managed to overcome this obstacle through
So, was that what caused all his strange behavior?
No. However,
activating the source mechanism.
Because I was the one who originally...
The ancient battle between the Descender and the dragons destroyed the corner of the world, allowing the Abyss to invade. To aid the people of Natlan, the Lord of the Night used the fragments of the old ley lines to reconstruct a similar network. The first Pyro Archon, Xbalanque, strengthened that realm and established the rules that...
Oh, right! You said before...
The ancient dragons tried to use this device. Back then, this method was rather ineffective. And now, it was an incredibly crude and painful method, such as rebuilding the ley lines once more.
But why would you make that kind of sacrifice?
The people of Natlan worship me and call me their lord. In the ancient past, but adventurers like you are probably more familiar with our devotion.
No wonder there are Seelies around here.
Few angels remain in Natlan, so the same is true. Now, I have witnessed your determined pursuit for survival, and I, Moika, inheritor of Xbalanque. Despite all the obstacles and misunderstandings, I have awoken. And say the word, and I will once again work to fulfill my mandate. You need only nod your head.
I will not. After reconstructing new ley lines, you will cease to exist. The rules of Natlan are founded in the Night Kingdom. If you disappear, so do they. Not to mention, just like the consequences of using...
Humanity's survival is worth any price. Once the Abyss runs rampant, all that remains will be a land of...
And when the new ley lines are invaded again by the Abyss? What then? A land without the Lord of the Night, without the protection of the rule.
You presume too much. If you cannot ensure survival in the present, you have no right to think about the future. What will it take for you to realize that? How many hundreds or thousands will have to...
The situation hasn't gotten that dire yet. It has...
Why? Because I am a survivor of Conria.
Conria?
That's right. It is an unforgettable pain. One that no amount of time could ever dull.
You're right. The pain, the regret, the catastrophe.
If I could go back, I would urge you have that chance before you now.
Because we don't have the right to make that decision. We love this world because it contains everything we hold dear. Everything that has happened here has moved us, shaped us, and turned us into who we are today. Giving up our memories and history would mean rewriting everything. The people of this world would then become fundamentally different beings. Their physical...
Even so, given enough time, a new civilization would inevitably flourish. If you believe in humanity, You should...
Or history could repeat.
Can I say something? I once carried the hopes of many people, and I was also desperate to save our nation. But as I was on the brink of death, I've been very fortunate. No matter what path lies before us, we still have a destination.
That's right. Natlan's heroes gave their lives so we could have this chance against the Abyss. Not only are their deeds and spirits...
Yeah, we're just one hero.
The power from the device will allow me to... Even if you fail, humanity is truly...
You must have a profound connection to this land since you're so But what are you really trying?
Pretty sure he wants to hear what you have to say, Traveler.
Fine. I suppose we can wait. Now that Aurora, your plan, does have the potential to generate in the meantime, you shall have the aid of all the Fatui under my command.
Thank you. I know we may never completely see eye to eye on what it means to protect life, but for...
All right, we should let everyone else know about the plan. They're probably still at each other's throats outside.
Good idea. We need to explain the situation. Oh, guess we'll stick around then.
I'll update everyone outside.
You come to me with many questions, and you should be rewarded for your bravery. Ask, and you shall have the knowledge you seek. Ah, yes, yes. The artisan from the children of Echo. No matter.
Younger.
What? You come to me with many questions.
The captain says a group of us need to stay behind to guard the... Of course, you're free to come and go. The captain says a group of us need to stay behind to guard the source mechanism. Of course, you're free to come and go as you please.
Take it easy. Add Astra. Add Astra. Thank you for